Trump is giving
Let them eat cake
with his plan to build a palace on top of the White House and spend as much as $1 billion of your money on a luxury jet for himself, all while slashing funding for Medicaid, food stamps, and child cancer research. 3 key facts. Number 1, Trump is turning the White House into Mar-a-Lago.
We are proud to announce that the construction of the new White House ballroom will begin.
Trump's Golden Ballroom will be bigger than the White House itself. It's supposed to be 90,000 square feet. The White House proper is only 55,000 square feet. Trump's not building an addition so much as replacing the White House with his own personal palace.
Goes from here all the way, see the big piece of land over here? Goes all the way over to there.
Trump's ballroom is supposed to cost $200 million, which Trump claims he will raise in donations, presumably from anyone who wants to bribe him.
You say you're raising $200 million. Are you blocking foreigners from donating money to build that addition?
Honestly, I never even thought of it, but it doesn't matter. I'm putting up my money, but it doesn't even matter.
It doesn't matter? What happens to our policy with Ukraine if Russia puts up money for Trump's ballroom? There's a reason the Constitution's Emoluments Clause bars office holders from receiving foreign gifts. Number 2, this is the clearest sign yet that Trump has no intention of leaving office at the end of his term. Do you really think he would build this monstrosity just to leave it for some future president? Experts say the review process alone would take years to complete before construction could even begin, assuming it's done in accordance with U.S. law. And the construction itself is way more complicated than a normal building project. The White House has to be spy-proof and terrorist-proof. Trump claims the construction will be completed, quote, long before he leaves office, which only makes sense if he's not planning to leave in January 2029. Everything Trump is doing to the White House is a signal that he sees it not as the people's house, but as his forever home. From paving over the beloved historic Rose Garden to adding tacky gold trim to the Oval Office.
I love gold!
Number 3. In Marie Antoinette style, Trump is calling on everyone else to make sacrifices while he splurges on himself with your money. While Trump's building himself a ballroom, he's raising your taxes. The Republican tariffs are the biggest tax increase on Americans in over half a century. The price of groceries, coffee, clothes, cars, and almost everything else is shooting up. And Trump's threatening to put a 250% tariff on prescription drugs. Somewhere between 50 and 100,000 federal workers have been put out of work, supposedly to save money. The Department of Veterans Affairs is getting its staff cut by 20%.
A lot of people are going to die because they're not getting their medication or their mental health.
17 million Americans are losing health coverage. We've canceled grants funding cancer and Alzheimer's research and fired thousands from the NIH, the FDA, and CDC. Republicans have even tried to fire Elmo, cutting $1 billion from public broadcasting. But while we're supposed to tighten our belts, Trump is accepting a luxury jet from Qatar. It's a free gift for him, but very expensive for us, the American taxpayers. We're the ones getting stuck with a bill for somewhere between $400 million and $1 billion to make it usable as Air Force One. An Air Force One that no other president will get to use because it will get transferred to Trump's presidential library if he ever leaves office. And Trump has spent 25% of his second term at his golf properties, costing taxpayers tens of millions of dollars. The appearance of corruption has reached cartoonish levels. Trump even seemed to give Apple a tariff exemption worth nearly $1 billion in exchange for them giving him a glass plaque mounted on a gold bar. Trump could learn a lesson from Marie Antoinette. When your people are worried about keeping roofs over their heads and food on their tables, you might be tempted by piles of gold and fancy balls, but it's best not to lose your head over them. I'm Alan Piper at apiper13 and Piperama. Follow Courier Newsroom for the facts you need.